G'day folks, it's Jimmy here from the Hard Rock Show. I'm back. I'm going to do a couple of reviews this week. Haven't done a review for a while, been very busy behind the scenes with a few things happening, but doing an album review today by a band called Dream Tröll out of the UK. They've just released an album which is called Second to None. Let's talk about it. Let's go! Yeah, so Dream Tröll. I had never heard of this band before, and apparently this is their third album. As I said, it's called Second to None. It is self-released, I believe. I'm not quite sure on that. I couldn't quite get that information, but it's got 57 minutes worth of music on it, and I think there's like 8 songs or something like that. Can't read my own writing. Dream Tröll are out of the UK. Now, the opening song on this album, going well, is a song called Steel Winged Warrior. Now, this song sounds to my ears like, especially through the middle bit of the song and then from the middle onwards, sounds like Peter Gabriel doing heavy metal, which I'm a huge Peter Gabriel fan. And when I heard that, I honestly, for a good couple of minutes, I thought Peter Gabriel was doing like guest vocals on this album or something. Turns out he's not, and it's not like a rip-off, but it's like Peter Gabriel doing metal, to my ears. Anyway, fantastic song. Now, the first couple of listens of this album, I wasn't sold on it. It didn't grab me. It's got long songs with vocals that, to my ears, didn't seem to have a lot of variety to them, didn't seem to be doing much. And I was listening to it through my car stereo, which is pretty good, and my home stereo, which is really good. And it wasn't grabbing me. And then I decided to chuck it on with headphones. And when I did that, everything changed, because through listening to it through headphones, it brought out all the little nuances and bits and pieces that they have put in here that for some reason weren't cutting through on my stereo. The vocals are brilliant, as it turns out, and I'm glad I persisted with this album because it's fantastic. So yeah, it is definitely a headphone album, this one. I think if you play it through your stereo, you might enjoy it, but whack it on through headphones and it becomes a whole new thing. Quite amazing. I think that fans of the Night Flight Orchestra and Ghost's most recent work, I think if you're a fan of that and the Night Flight Orchestra, I think you will enjoy this album. It's that kind of feel, but it's more metal, definitely heavier and a lot more heavy metal than those. But it's that kind of style. So yeah. Musically, this is pretty amazing. There's catchy riffs all over this, some great solos. Definitely got a bit of a prog feel to it going on in various parts of the album. The guitar work is fantastic. I'm sorry I don't have the guitarist's name with me, or the singer's name, or anyone's name in the band for that matter. I didn't write it down. But amazing musicians in this band. Fantastic. The song The Art of Death on this album is the one that really stuck out to me, that had that Ghost feel to it, from Ghost's last bit of work. So yes, I think people who are into Ghost will like that song. Right through this album, there are some fantastic melodies in both the guitars and the vocals. It's really, really well done. And as I said, you may not pick up on it through listening through a stereo, but when you put on headphones, I think you will pick it up. If your hearing is any good, you should pick it up. Yes, so every song on this album is a winner. There's metal, there's a bit of prog mixed through the album. The vocals really do suit the whole style of music. The only knock that I've got on this album, and it's not really a knock, but I've kind of covered it off as I've been going through this review. Just listening to it through like an external stereo with the mix, it's probably a little bit muddy through an external sort of stereo, through your car stereo, through your home stereo or whatever. And it's not until you put headphones on that you really get to experience this album in all its glory. So I think, I've got a feeling the album's self-produced. Again, I'm not quite sure, but I think it might be. So I would love to see the band on the next album bring in an outside engineer and just get that mix right, because it's probably not quite right. However, that doesn't really affect the album, because for me, I listen to most of my music through headphones anyway. So I'm happy with it because I can hear everything that's going on. But if you put it on through a stereo, you might sort of think, the mix isn't quite right. Anyway, that's just a minor gripe. The album is fantastic. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Every song is fantastic. However, Steel Winged Warrior and Checkmate, Annihilate were my songs on this. So yeah, get out and grab it. It's on all the streaming platforms, of course. I believe they've got a Bandcamp page where you can order vinyl on this as well. So check that out. Obviously, they're on Facebook and all social media platforms, so you'll be able to find them pretty easy. And I think the whole album's on YouTube anyway. So, but if you like it and you like the band, support the band by buying their stuff, because it helps them. Anyway, Dream Tröll, 9 out of 10. Get on it. More reviews coming soon. See you later.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below, and also give us a thumbs up or subscribe or follow any of our social media channels to keep up to date with what we're doing at all times. I want to say a very special thank you to our Patreon supporters: Funk Dancing for Self-Defense, Eat the Damn Orange, Andrew M, Craig S, Greg B, Kaz B, and Tim C. Thank you for your support. We'll catch you in the next video. Yes, we will.